As more people start getting into the home automation, I've been hearing a frequent question lately: how do I start? I'm going to go through how to answer this question and how you can get started, what kind of devices you can start working on into your system, and how you can keep building it up for whatever it is that you want to do in your house. So the first question that you have to ask yourself is, what do I want to do? I'm going to go through 3 different systems separately, and then I'm going to talk about what they are good for. In my case, I have 3 systems. I have the Amazon Echo, I have my SmartThings hub, and I have a Harmony hub. I have some other devices that work all together in my house, but as main core systems, you could say that it comes down to only 3: the SmartThings hub, the Harmony from Logitech, or the Amazon Echo. When I first started with the Harmony hub because I wanted to centralize all my entertainment media into one control interface. I was tired of having several remote controllers for controlling different devices, so I came across the Harmony hub and it was a great solution. I bought the most expensive version, which in Canada costs like $500. I think in the US it's around $400. So that was great because it allowed me to integrate my TVs, my sound systems, and some other devices that I later on kept adding. The Harmony hub is really good because it, first of all, I think this is focused for your entertainment media. If you want to have a central location where you can control your TVs, your sound systems, and some other devices, then this is a great application to have. There are 2 main versions. Like I said, the most expensive is around between $400 and $500, depending on where you live, and it comes with the app for your phone. It comes with the hub itself, and it comes with a separate remote controller which has a little screen in case you don't have a phone, or you have family members where they don't all want to have a phone. Just grab the control, they feel more familiar with it, and they want to control the TVs or whatever with it. Then it has the same screen that you get on your phone, you get it on the remote control, and that way you can control all your devices through the remote controller. I don't have it because I don't need it. I've always used my phone, or later on, as I will explain, I use my voice to control my devices, so I've never used it. It's stored somewhere, and I've never had the need to use the remote control. The difference between the Elite version of the Harmony hub and the cheaper one, which costs around $130, is that the Elite one, aside of the fact that it comes with the remote control, it also lets you control up to 15 devices, home automation devices, whereas the cheaper version only allows you to control up to 8 devices. So if you don't have a lot of things to control around your house, then probably the cheaper version, and you don't need the remote control, then probably the cheaper version is more adequate for you. In my case, I have quite several things that I wanted to integrate, so it made sense to get the more expensive one. Even though the main purpose for me for the Harmony hub is to control my media, my entertainment media, it also allows you to control all other sorts of home automation devices, like for example different kind of thermostats. I have my Nest thermostat also integrated here. I have my Hue lights, my Philips Hue lights also are connected into my Harmony hub. I have a Sonos speaker which is also connected through here. I have a fireplace, an electrical fireplace, which I also connected here. The good thing about the fireplace is that even though it is not included into the main default database from Harmony, it is possible to make the Harmony hub learn any device that is infrared controlled. So you just add the device as new, and it will guide you through a simple process to teach the hub the commands that you would like to have for your new device. You add the device, you point the remote controller to the hub, and that way it will learn the commands a specific device if it's not listed in its built library. So it's very handy. And I also have a few Nest Protect smoke detection sensors, so you can all have them defined here as well in the Harmony app. So it's quite useful. I use this as a backup because I normally don't control my equipment like with this app. I normally, well, I do have to control it like my TVs and all my sound systems. I do have to control it through the Harmony app because later on, as I will see, if you want to use your Amazon Echo, you can just turn on and off devices. You don't have or select channels, but you don't have the option to raise or lower volume. So you would have to come to the app every time if you want to raise or lower your volume in a certain device. So for that, yes, you still need to use the app. For pretty much else, I don't use it a lot. Then the way your Harmony Hub works is you create all your devices, you set them up. I have my TVs, my sound systems here from my bedroom and my living room, and I have a PlayStation. I have everything, every device that I want to control, I have it here. And then you create activities, which basically you're grouping a lot of different devices to work together when you press a button. Like, for example, if you want to watch Netflix, you create an activity that is called Netflix, and it will set all your devices to go and make things ready so that you can start watching Netflix. It will set your DVD player to the right HDMI port. It will turn on your TV. It will turn on your entertainment device where you have Netflix on, and you can select if it's an Apple TV, it will go and select the Netflix app directly, and then you can start watching it just by pressing the button. Here I have several different activities that this will be very important later on to integrate with the Amazon Echo if you decide to do that. So it's very important to create all the activities. Think of the activities that you may want based upon your devices, and then you come here and you create them. You can also schedule activities. Like, for example, I have this activity called TV in the morning. So every day at 6 o'clock in the morning, I have it set up so that my TV starts and I can watch the clock, or just helps me to wake up to see a little bit of light or things going on in my room. So I have set that up in the morning, so it works great. So the Harmony Hub is a nice way to start. You will have everything or a lot of things centralized here in your phone in the Harmony Hub app. So it's not a bad way to start with the Harmony Hub. Now, the next question that you can ask yourself is, how do I want to control the things that I have? Like, probably you will start thinking of getting automated lights. So how are you gonna get your lights working? Do you want to connect lamps to plugs on the wall? Do you have in-wall switches that you would like to control? You have you're gonna want to start buying smart bulbs to replace your ordinary bulbs and control them that way. So if you go ahead and purchase your Philips Hue system, then this system is a very nice way to work. You will go ahead and replace all your light bulbs and start creating your lights around your house. And like I said, you can add them later on. You can integrate them into your Harmony Hub and control them through here if you want to. But if not, you can start thinking of how you want to control the devices in your house if you start building up more things around, and not only entertainment media devices. Like, if you start working on lights, if you want to change the temperature in your house, if you want to do some other things around, then you can start thinking, how else do I want to control my equipment around in my house? If the answer to that question is with your voice, if you would like to have an interface where you could turn things on and off with your voice, then the second system that you should think of getting is for sure the Amazon Echo, which is a great interface to add your voice to control devices around in your house. So here I have my Alexa app. The Amazon Echo works great. Nowadays it can connect natively to a lot of different home automation devices. I have a Nest thermostat. It can connect, if you go here through the skills, if you go to Smart Home, it can connect natively to a whole different kind of home automation devices nowadays. I have a Nest thermostat, so I have my Nest thermostat connected to my Amazon Echo. I have an Instant light system also that works directly with the Echo, and you can connect it natively. So I have that, and I have my Harmony Hub also connected to the Amazon Echo. So a lot of devices work now natively. If you have Wemo switches around in your house, they also work natively. So if you plug lamps to electrical plugs, like I said, Wemo or TP-Link switches also are another alternative that work directly with the Echo. They are great ways to work with your lights, and or any other device like a heater, a fan, a coffee maker, whatever you can plug into an electrical outlet. It will you will be able to control it using your voice and being connected to your Wi-Fi, and then Alexa is going to be able to control them through that way. Also, on the light side, if you have your Philips Hue system, the Philips Hue system also integrates natively with the Amazon Echo. If you have the Harmony Hub, you're going to start seeing that a lot of your systems can connect to work together with other systems. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to bind them together. You can, if you have different ideas of how you want to automate your house. But in this case, the Harmony Hub, you can have the Harmony Hub working independently from your Amazon Echo, from the SmartThings Hub. They don't necessarily mean that they have to be all integrated. You can have them working independently, but sometimes it's better to have them all integrated to do better things and simplify how you control your devices around in the house. So if you want to control things with your voice, the Amazon Echo is a great option. The nice thing about the home automation is that as things are starting to come out and it's becoming more common, things are starting to standardize and starting to work together. So if you already went ahead and got a Harmony Hub, then it will be great that you can integrate it to your Amazon Echo. So you would go here and you would bind it together to your Amazon Echo. I have already made videos on how to add your Harmony Hub with Alexa, and now, like I was saying, now that you have your Amazon Echo and now that you have the Harmony Hub, you can focus on thinking, what do you want to control with your voice? So for example, in my case, when I come home, I say turn all video on, and I create an activity like that so that I can turn on all my TVs and my heater come on automatically, and that's an activity that is performed automatically when I ask Alexa to do it. So you can create your activities, and then once you have them created, then you can access your devices that way using your voice and the Amazon Echo. You can watch my video where I show how to add your activities to your Amazon Echo so that you can start controlling your devices using your voice. So now you can see you started with two different systems. We started with the Harmony Hub, and now by thinking that I want to control things around in my house with my voice, then it made sense to add another device like the Amazon Echo. Now people ask me nowadays, once you have the Harmony Hub and the Amazon Echo, what do you need your SmartThings Hub for? Does it make sense to buy it? Before, when I started building my home automation system like a year ago, the only way that you could make the Harmony Hub work together with the Amazon Echo was using the SmartThings Hub. That was, you needed to integrate your Harmony Hub to the SmartThings and then link the SmartThings to your Amazon Echo, and in that way you could control all of your media devices with your Harmony Hub. But nowadays Harmony came up with its own skill for the Amazon Echo, so you don't need to have the SmartThings Hub anymore for that purpose. So you could have your Amazon Echo and your Harmony Hub without the SmartThings Hub, and then you would already have a very nice, decent control system for your house. Now, the SmartThings Hub comes in place if you want to do a little bit more of things around in your house. So you have 3 different ways to interact with your devices at home. You can use your phone using the Harmony Hub app. You can use your voice using the Amazon Echo and Alexa, or you can make things happen on their own. Like if you want to turn lights on based on motion sensors, if you want to schedule lights to turn on at different times during the day, if you want things to happen when you get home by themselves, if you have video cameras that you want to start recording when something happens, when motion is detected, when temperature is monitored and temperature changes in a place, when there is a water leak somewhere and you want to start recording to see what's happening, or send you a notification when there is a leak in your house, some things like that, then you need a little bit more when obviously the Amazon Echo will not do it and the Harmony Hub is not enough to do this task. Then that's when the SmartThings Hub comes in place, and that's when you want to think of having something like that. Like here, for example, I have this is a presence sensor from SmartThings, and I find it very useful. The only bad thing about this little sucker is that it eats batteries like crazy. They last very a very short time, so you have to replace batteries a lot, but it works well when it's working. And with that, this is your SmartThings Hub app, and the layout has changed in the new version. So now you can group, you have your things here, and you have all your devices that you want to add to your automation system, which you can think of as a big pool of things, where you will later choose if you start making control routines, what devices you want to pick out of your pool to do different things. So for example, here I have everything. Like I have my Philips Hue lights. I have also some activities that I imported from my Harmony Hub. They are here. Like I showed before, I had an activity to start my Blu-ray, I had an activity to start my heater. So even though I can import them and work with them together here in the SmartThings Hub, it doesn't mean that I need the SmartThings Hub to have the other 2 systems working. They all work by themselves independently, but they have the functionality to bring them together so that you can do additional things if you want to work together with them. So I have all my devices here from the Harmony Hub. I have a Net Atmo station there, which allows me to monitor the temperature inside my house, which is here. It shows me different information, like the quality of the air in my bedroom, the sound level, the pressure outside in my house, the humidity. So if you want to have that information available, you can integrate different things all together. I have my Sonos speaker here as well. I have Wemo switches that I have also imported here. So like I said, you will have a whole my Philips Hue are also here. I have a few motion sensors also working in the app. My door lock, it's a Z-Wave door lock, so I can make a routine that I will go through a little bit shortly on how you can have your door lock working all together as well by itself. So when you want a little bit more a more robust control system in your house, when you don't necessarily need to use your voice or need things to start happening on their own, then for sure the SmartThings Hub is a great option to consider. So here you have your things, then you start creating your rooms in which you group your different devices all together. I have a room which I call the house. I have here my temperature sensors outside and inside. I have my presence sensor here. Right now I'm at home, so it's present. I have my proximity sensors on my doors, upstairs and downstairs. It shows the status of the doors, if they are open or closed. My door lock, right now it's telling me that it's locked. I can unlock it from my phone. So right now the door unlocked. So you have control like that. And you have your motion sensors, and I have my Sonos speaker also controlling from here in my phone. And so it's a nice centralized interface to work with your systems, and then you can have your lights separated by room. I have bedroom, living room, whatever you want to have them organized. Like you can do that. So you have your things, you have your rooms, and then you have what it's called a marketplace. Here in your marketplace, the interface has changed from previous versions. Now here you come, and when you add new things, here's where you come, what kind of devices you want to add: thermostats, outlets, locks, light bulbs, doorbells, cameras, a whole lot of options. You can come here and you can add them to your system. So this is your marketplace for things, and there is another section which is called Smart Apps. So once you have your things, you might want to start thinking of what things you want to do. So here, Smart Apps is apps that Samsung or other people make, so that you can program them, and you can set different things to happen based on different things that you have going on in your house. So I will go through some of those shortly. So you have your marketplace, where you have your smart apps, where you have your apps, internal apps from the SmartThings Hub system to do things around your house. You have your things, where you can come and create new things that you have, and you have your home, which you have your rooms, and where you have all your different devices in your house grouped together. The other tab that it's important to me is the automation tab. This is where you come and start creating your routines. So here you add a routine and you name them, and you, depending on the type of routine that you want, you set it up here. And you can have a control routine, or you can go to the smart app section, and here you can add all other different kinds of activities to work on their own. So I'm gonna start first with the routines. Like, for example, in the morning, I have this good morning routine, which at 5 o'clock in the morning, it changes my mode from night to home. That means that it will unlock my back door in the morning, like to be ready for me to leave to work. The I'm back routine, I have set it up when my presence sensor is detected. When I come back from work, it turns on all my lights in my bedroom, and it unlocks my door, changes my home mode from away to home. And I have set it that it happens, all these activities happen when I arrive. When say, when do you want this to happen? When someone arrives. I have the goodbye routine, which is the opposite. When I leave, it turns off all my lights in my bedroom. It locks my door just in case I forget. It will lock my door automatically, so I don't have to worry about that. I know it's going to be done automatically. It changes my mode from home to away, and so that is helpful for later on. It will avoid executing activities if you are away, like lights turning on. Like if you are away, it will know that it shouldn't turn your lights on or off because you are not home if you set it up like that. So that's a nice feature to have. Like lights off at night. So I have this other routine here, which I come here and I said I like to have a night light. So I have a light strip on the bottom of a shelf on my TV. So I turn on the light strip. I turn off all my lights outside in the house, and I lock my door just in case I went to bed and I forgot to lock my door. I'm setting it here that at 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever time I want, it locks my door automatically, so I don't forget about that, and the door is not unlocked during the night. So that's a nice feature that I like to have. And so like that you can keep adding routines in your SmartThings hub. And then if you go to your smart app section on the automation tab, you can continue here integrating your other system. In the smart app section on the automation tab, you have two ways of create automation routines. By the means of the routines tab itself, which is the one we just went through, and the smart apps, which you also can have different automation routines. Like normally I create smart lighting automation routines. The way of doing this is going to the marketplace, and then you go to smart apps, and then you say light and switches, for example, and then you say smart lights, and then you start creating your different automation routines on the marketplace for the smart apps. Once you have created them, they will show up here on your automation section. You go to smart apps, and all the routines that you have created, they will show up here. So here, for example, I have a smart lighting routines. I have different routines for turning my lights off in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning when I don't need lights anymore in the morning. All my lights in the house turn off. At the same, likewise at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, all lights go off at my house. So when sunset arrives, lights turn on my backyard, and I have different light routines that I like to do. For example, in the weekend, my lights come on at a certain time, different than during the week, and I have that for lights. I have different routines for my Sonos speaker. I have set it up that for example, in the morning at 6:15, my bedroom Sonos speaker starts in my favorite tuning station. So I have that going in the morning, and when sunset arrives, I like to know when sunset is arriving. So I have a routine that tells me when sunset arrives. Like you can test it here.
Sunset arriving.
So you can test your spoken notifications routines, and I have different routines for, like in the morning, I also, before my station starts, I like to hear the weather forecast, so I start that, and you have it here as well. And
the current temperature is -1 degrees. Today's forecast is considerable cloudiness. Low -3 degrees. Tonight will be partly cloudy skies. Early will give way to cloudy skies late. Low -3 degrees. Winds west-southwest at 15 to 25 kilometers per hour. Tomorrow will be cloudy. A few flurries or snow showers possible. High near 0 degrees. Winds west at 15 to 30 kilometers per hour.
So there it is. There's the weather forecast. I get that in the morning at 5:30 in the morning. So when I wake up, I get the weather forecast. My lights turn on, my TV turn on, and my radio station starts playing. So everything, all this makes my wake up routine a lot easier. So in a nutshell, that it is. That's what you get with the SmartThings hub. One thing I'm almost forgetting about presence sensors is the fact that you can also create notifications, not only spoken, but notifications on your phone. Like, for example, if you have several presence sensors in your family, like one for your wife or for your kids, like you can set up notifications that when somebody gets to your house, like if you're away at work and your wife or your kids arrive or somebody leaves, or you're expecting somebody to come back home, you will get a notification on your phone when that happens, when somebody comes in the house and their presence sensor is detected. So that's a nice feature to have as well for safety or security. So you can have that as well here. Like, for example, I have a few notifications that I set up for my phone. Like when somebody opens the door upstairs, it tells me, it sends me a text message and a push notification on my phone saying that the door upstairs is open. Or yeah, when any of my doors are open or closed, I get a notification on my phone so that I know that something is happening and that either me or somebody else is coming into the house. So yeah, that's really handy to have also with your presence sensor. So it's a nice feature that you can add with your SmartThings Hub as well. Like I said, basically when you start with your home automation system, you just need to ask yourselves, what do I want and how do I want to do that? So if you get your Amazon Echo, it's a very good start. Then you can start building up with your lights, like the Philips Hue lights or LiFX or Wemo switches, and then they all integrate automatically to the Amazon Echo. So you can start like that and you will be having a nice basic control system in your house that you can control with your voice. If you want to go a little bit further, then you get the Harmony Logitech, the Harmony Hub, and then you will be able to add control for your entertainment media, turning on and off or selecting specific channels, using also your voice with Alexa. And then you can expand a little bit further your system that way. And in the end, if you want to have an even more robust control system where you want to have notifications, like when something happens, when motion is detected and you have motion sensors installed around in your house, if you have a camera and you want to start recording under automatic conditions, like when motion is detected, when the temperature in a room changes, when you have a leak detector sensor in your basement and there is a leak somehow and you want to see what's happening, then you can set up your camera to start recording when there is a water leak, when somebody enters your house and motion is detected and you're not home, with your presence sensor. If you're away, then if somebody comes into your house, you can start recording as well. So if you want all these extra features, then you know that you want to add the SmartThings Hub into your menu as well. In that case, you will end up having the Amazon Echo, the Harmony Hub, and the SmartThings Hub. But if not, you can start with the Amazon Echo, and it's a great start. And or you can combine it with the Harmony Hub, and it's also a great system, and it probably will cover most of your needs. And you don't need to have the SmartThings Hub anymore to integrate the Harmony Hub and the Echo. So that's what I have to say about the control systems that you can have to have a decent control scheme around in your house. Hopefully that helps you to decide what you want to do. And if you have any more questions, just let me know, and I'll try to help you further. So talk to you guys later, and thank you.